Hi everybody, my name is Thida and I'm one of the speech pathologists that work at Speech Pathology. In today's video, I wanted to talk you through some tips and strategies for ways you can support your child's speech sound development at home. That's their production of the individual sounds that make up our words and sentences. And so if you're wanting to be supporting your child's speech sound development, the first thing you can do is consider what sounds you're actually working on for the child. Like many other skills, children develop their sounds in a hierarchy. So learning the simpler sounds when they're really young and then developing their sounds all the way up until they're about 6 or 7 years of age. And so it can be really important having a look at what sound the child is making in error and then what age they actually are and whether this is a sound that is developmentally appropriate to be swapped out or whether they should have it at their current age. If you're not sure about what sounds your child should be producing at their age, you can either go to our website and have a look at some of our past speech sound development blogs, or you can go over to the Speech Pathology Australia website and access some of their resources that go through what sounds develop at what age. And so once you've had a look at this and you've got your sound targets in mind and you know what you want to work on, the first thing you can do is give your child really clear instructions about what parts of their mouth they're using and what you want them to do with them. So when we make speech sounds, we use our lips, our cheeks, our teeth, our tongue, and sometimes our jaw. And it's really important to be really clear with your child about what parts you want them to be moving and how. And when we do this, then the child can have a go and we can provide really specific reinforcement on what they were moving and how they moved it. Alongside this, you can incorporate a lot of visual support. So this can either be drawings or pictures and/or mirror feedback. So when we're using pictures or drawings, it can be really helpful to have an image of a mouth or another image and draw out what you want the child to be doing. When we're using a mirror, what we can do is either sit with a small mirror next to our face or sit side by side with our child in front of a larger mirror. And that way the child can be having a look at what you're doing with your mouth to get an idea of what they need to try, and then they can watch themselves in the mirror to see what they're doing and how they can correct their sound production. Another thing you can try is breaking up the sound into some simpler pieces. What you can actually do is break it up into just the individual sound and practice getting very consistent, fluid production there. And then once the child is very confident, you can try to weave it into some words. Once we've gained confidence there, you can move to some 2-3 word phrases, then smaller sentences, larger sentences, and eventually working on it within different games, play, book reading, or little story activities. Alongside this, the kind of praise you're giving can make all the difference. When you're giving praise or feedback to your child, it's really important to try and focus on giving positive feedback about their efforts or what parts of their mouth movements they are doing really well instead of constantly correcting the error. And when we do give them feedback, it can be very helpful to the child to make sure the praise is very specific. So praising the movement they're doing with their lips, the exact quality of the sound, or another movement so that they know what they did well and can keep moving towards that. I hope these tips have been really helpful for you. If you want to further discuss any of these tips or get some more ideas on how you can support your child's speech sound development at home, please feel free to get in touch with the clinic either via our phone, our website, or via email, and we would love to have a chat with you.